I'm talking about Hasan, I Love China, Piker over here. So you saw that he was visiting China.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yes.
Yeah.
He visited China. He went to Tiananmen Square. He saw the flag raising thing. And apparently, I did a little research this morning. Apparently, he says this entire thing is financed by him. He paid for his trip to China. This is not a propaganda tour. This is.
I mean, I don't think it matters if he paid for his own trip because he's obviously pro CCP. So, like, just because they didn't pay him doesn't mean, you know, that'd be like. I was trying to think of like a fascist country that I could compare to, but like I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Well, I'll tell you this. What's interesting about the idea that, like, would a country pay to do this? And the answer is
yeah,
1,000% yes. This happens. How do I know? Because I've done it before. I've literally been on a trip to another country on that country's dime, and that's when I was at Rooster Teeth. I worked there for 3 years, and I was put on, and I didn't really know that's how it worked. But yeah, like afterwards, I was like, "Holy shit!" They just bought it. They brought everybody here to pump up the tourism over here.
Tourism, yeah,
yeah, man. So I didn't even realize it. And here's the thing: this is the video itself right here, where we went to Taiwan, and we were there for like 5 days, 6 days, and they got a 6.5 minute video out of it. Like they invested tens of thousands of dollars to get everybody there. And they got a 6 minute video out of it that did, 559,000 views. Like I had no idea.
In 9 years.
Yeah, in 9 years. And I mean, by the way, this was a great fucking time. And you want to know why it was a great fucking time? Because we were brought to all the best things. We were brought to the best places to eat. We were shoveled food in our face constantly. Whatever we wanted, we got. We were treated like fucking royalty. It was spectacular. And it was all like we had a more or less a shepherd taking us from place to place. And it was all guided tours. It was amazing. It was like the greatest trip in the world.
It sounds like a lot of fun. But I mean, as long as people disclose that they're taking the payment, I don't really see too much of a problem with that, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. But here's the thing. And to be clear, I didn't get paid any extra to be on that trip. I just got a full trip to go. I was like, cool, fucking A, I love it. Now, with that said, the idea of like, would a government do this? Yes, I know because I've experienced this, right? Now, there's a lot of things about this trip that kind of raise some eyebrows. And the first thing to me is that if this was not government funded, how did you end up on government programming here, state media?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I didn't see this.
Yes, here is the interview that that he had here with this lady who speaks wonderful English.
I also wanted to show my audience and the Western world in general that there are a lot of rumors about China. There's a lot of misunderstandings and also just outright lies, and that it's just another normal country, just like every other country is.
This is Hasan Piker, an American online streamer, influencer, and a political commentator who wields significant influence over the young demographic in the US. He's known for his daily streams featuring political commentary and media analysis, and has amassed a combined 4.5 million followers on Twitch and YouTube. In his streams, he often discusses China's development with his viewers. Now, he has finally taken his first trip to China.
I know Beijing's still first.
Yeah, so this was definitely paid for by the CCP. Without seeing this, it'd be like, it doesn't really matter if he was paid to go there or if he paid himself. Like, either way, he's gonna, praise them. You don't get on Chinese government television without the CCP interfering. There's no way, brother.
They you think that if Asmongold went over there, they'd be like, yeah, so how about you come do a state-sponsored interview with us? That'd be great.
Absolutely not.
My God. Let's go ahead and I'll tell you, let me flip you there. And let's go and continue here.
First stop in your whole travel plan in China. It's probably just been 2 days for you to arrive in China. How's your experience so far?
It's been amazing. I haven't slept at all, but I'm just I'm carrying myself because I'm so excited. It's been a remarkable experience thus far. But I was always very excited to come to China, so this has been a dream come true for me.
What do you want?
You know, by the way, you notice the production here, the amount of like cutting and the sound effects put in the
I was
background.
like, what is that weird like sound effect that just it feels so out of place in an interview like this?
It's Chinese brainwashing, Kirsha. They're sending electromagnetic signals to your brain.
It's the 5G.
Yes, let's continue.
Experience the most, or what do you want to try the most?
But by the way, do you think they're going to ask him about him shocking his dogs?
Oh, absolutely not. Why would they do that?
Because
this is meant to promote China, not talk about Hasan.
That's right. And, you know, they probably want to eat the dog. Just saying. They're like...
Bring Kaya, we eat.
I want to see all the big tier 1 cities. But most importantly, I am super stoked that I'm going to get on a high-speed train tomorrow to go to Shanghai, because I also want high-speed rail in America.
Hey, we had a conversation about
Why are
high-speed
you
rail
looking
in my
forward to
stream the
visit
other day.
China?
Oh, yeah?
Because like I think it'd be really cool, but also America's pretty fucking huge, man. Like I don't that would cost so much, and we already have so many problems with our current public transit. I don't think a high-speed rail from coast to coast would have none of the problems that our current railways, whether they be like subway, intercity, or long distance, currently have.
No, I think that's a horrible idea. And look at
Like,
California.
I love trains. I would love to see like bullet trains in the US. I don't think it's possible. I would love to see more like the high class fucking cool looking trains that have like dinner theaters on and stuff. I was like, yeah, I'd love that. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
No. Let's continue.
Well, part of it is because I talk about China quite a bit as far as like lessons to learn and what America could adopt and emulate, and seeing it in real time, I think is a lot different. I also wanted to show my audience and the Western world in general that there are a lot of rumors about China. There's a lot of misunderstandings. And
Fucking sound effects, man. They're
The
outstanding.
sound effects, dude.
Yeah.
Like, pay attention to what he says here.
That's right. Hey, like, yeah, it's actually a really, really good way to phrase it here. Let's listen to that one more time. It's actually perfectly timed.
the Western world in general that there are a lot of rumors about China. There's a lot of misunderstandings and also just outright lies, and that it's just another normal country, just like every other country is. I know that, but one, experiencing it for myself is good, and seeing it for myself is good, and then two, showing it to other people as well, I think will be a good opportunity.
If Kim Jong-un wants to pay me to go to North Korea, I'll make a video like this, man. Let's go.
How much would it take, Kirsha, to go over to China and make your own Chinese state-sponsored interview?
Unironically, I would genuinely rather go to North Korea. I think North Korea is far more fascinating because they're more isolated and they don't exactly have the kind of influence that China does, so I don't really see it as like a threat. And I would at least be smart enough to not attempt to steal propaganda posters.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been very interesting to see the interview here. And he did go live. He did go live after this and talk to his audience. And wouldn't you know it, Blabs, he loves himself some China.
My mind, in my conscience, I have already become Chinese.
Oh, that's cultural appropriation. That's racist.
What a thing to say, goddamn.
That's honestly amazing to see. And that's the first thing you say. Let's continue. See, here it is.
Okay. We were already white Chinese in this chat. I've already become full Chinese.
Oh my god, that was like one of the videos I watched him say. He was like, we were a bunch of swagged out white boys for China or something, and I was like, who says that? Who says these things?
Hasan Piker says these things. give it up for swagged out white boys for China.
I'm just saying, but if you change out China, right, and you let's say Africa, whatever it is, a lot of people will be really pissed off at what he has to say.
Africa is a continent.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right, fine. You want to say like South Africa? Is that more specific for you, Kirsha?
Sorry, I had to put on my actually glasses.
Okay, well,
for that one.
listen. The statement still stands that if like he had said some other country, You'd be in a lot of deep shit. I'm just
If
saying.
this was like PewDiePie talking about Japan, people would have had a fucking fit.
Let's continue here. He's glowing over his visit to China.
Let me just start by saying that. It's fucking...
Dude, he's literally like he's glowing.
He's cheesing. He's so happy.
He's like all over Mao's knob
He's
right
like,
now.
I'm on that low lane train.
God,
And
he
it's like again, when you're entering into communism, if you're taken around on a personal tour with like the upper echelons of the communist society, yeah, you're obviously gonna have a good time because you're part of that like bourgeoisie class. If you're under communism and you're not part of the ruling class, you're not gonna have a good time.
Do you think that he would ask them about the Uyghur concentration camps in China, perhaps? Or
Absolutely not.
No. He claims to be for the Muslims and all that, but no, not those.
you don't think that he would stop down and
No. You know that meme of Drake where he's like this no, and then he's totally yes. So he's no against Mickey Mouse, but he's totally for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, well, he is loving his time in China.
It's fucking sick. Okay?
By the way, look at his fucking sweet hotel room he has here.
And I mean,
Like-
he did say earlier that he was what did he describe them as? Like the something one cities? What did he say?
Yeah, tier 1 cities. He doesn't want to go to the tier 2 or tier 3 cities, just the tier
And
1.
I'm sure if you go to China and you only go to like the wicked nice areas and you spend time in like, Shanghai or whatever, it's probably going to be okay.
The tier 1 cities are Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou. I don't know what those are. I don't know. Well, those are the 4. And by the way, like, he's
Bless
not.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's certainly not showing up at the countryside and the people like scraping by. He's in this beautiful posh hotel with all the great internet. This person, you look so happy right here. Yes,
I mean, he does.
My God, he does. Yeah, he's glowing.
Like, you have abundant style consumption paired up with a centrally controlled economy, an economic system that has yielded tremendous development.
You know what's really interesting about that? The rich guy, I call all my exes by like a quality that they had so people know who I'm referring to. The guy that I dated, he was in finance and he dealt a lot with like Chinese companies and wealthy Chinese businessmen. And whenever people would call China either like a pure communist or a pure capitalist nation, he would lose his mind because he's like, China is a capitalist economy run by communist policy. And the communist policy is what has strangleholded China's growth. And they would be much less of a paper tiger and much more of an actual bold competing influence if their economy wasn't strangled by communist policy.
Do you think that he is going to the sweatshops and being like, hey, you can buy all your Nike shoes here, and it's done with 37 cents of labor here?
I would love to see him tour the suicide nets.
Oh, man. Hey, he's having such a good time, though. Kirsha, why would you ruin all the fun with that?
Imagine hating on someone having fun. What a loser.
Oh,
I'm just saying, but you guys know that song that was like all over social media a couple months ago, the Man in Finance song, where it's like trust funds 6'5". Like, I feel like this is Hasan's theme song.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kirsha does, at least.
Okay.
No, I've never heard that song.
Yeah.
What? You've never heard the whole like finance, trust fund, 6'5", blue eyes. And it's like literally these women want like, checklists for like finance and
Also,
everything.
none of the finance guys are 6'5" with blue eyes. I'm telling you that,
No.
right? They're prematurely balding. They're gonna have an early heart attack from stress. They're all sociopathic.
This is also true. And they're also cheating on all their wives because they're so stressed and everything. And they
Yes.
suck.
Yes.
Let's see what else. I mean, hey, I'm ready to get on a plane right now, Kirsha. Let's go to China.
Let's go to China.
Let's go. And for the
No
record,
thanks.
for the record, I actually would love to go to China. I legitimately would love to go check it out just to see exactly what it is. But I'm.
I mean, that's what I was saying about North Korea, right? Like, it's fascinating to me, and I love being able to visit other countries and other cultures, especially ones that we don't have a lot of information on because they're fucking closed off, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Like when that guy, I want to say it was in the Philippines, it might have been Thailand, I don't know, I'm bad at remembering, but when that guy was able to get like a satellite signal and host North Korean television programming for a while on Twitch, that was fascinating. And someone had done that a few years before. And there were like poll threads hosting like North Korean TV, and seeing like their TV programming was fascinating. I couldn't understand shit because I don't speak Korean, but it was still fascinating to see.
If we went to China, how, like, and I had to barter our way out. Blabs, I'm sorry you're staying. I just want to let you know I'm gonna leave you behind in China. They'll be like, "Oh, white woman," oh, hey. And they would love you. They would.
We trade white woman for freedom.
Yeah, 100%.
I would never go in the first place knowing that you would just leave me there.
Oh no, I wouldn't leave you there. I would trade you.
Bartering.
That's the only way I could leave, Blabs.
Yeah, that means you have value, Blabs. You should be glad.
Yeah, they see tremendous value in
good.
white woman.
Trade white woman for 3 goats.
No, for
You're
safety.
worth at least 4 goats, Blabs.
Thank you.
Yeah, and look, Robert points out in the chat, you're not being traded, you're being loaned out, Blabs. There's a difference between the two. In time, you would come back, you know, it would just take a little bit. That's all, Blabs.
Assaulted and whatnot. Thank you so much.
No. They just want to explore and learn more about the white woman. That's all.
I hate the way you say explore. No.
Well, let's see Hasan explore more China here.
50s Soviet era building blocks next to the Gucci store.
Oh boy.
If there was ever a country that represented the synthesis, the things that I enjoy so much personally, if ever such a country existed, I do not know. You have to try the premium grilled chicken sandwich at McDonald's China, or I'm gonna report you to the CCP officials.
Why did he sound like he's kind of drunk?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just having such a good time that he's
Maybe they give him the really good cocaine there in China.
You see, that would be a reason to visit China, right? Get the really good cocaine.
get all the good cocaine. Yeah, that's I guess that's a good thing. Well, good for Hasan. He is certainly living his best life in China. Maybe
China's like, look, all it took was one trip. We don't even need to give him his own fang fang.
he's gone his way. He's ready to go. Maybe he just relocates there and he lives there full time. I mean, the government will pay him to stream and do propaganda there. That'd be great.
True.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, YouTube suggested that you should watch this video too, so you should probably do it.